Assalamu alaikum. So the lesson today is about Cartesian coordinate plane. We are going to learn about Cartesian coordinate plane. So what is a Cartesian coordinate plane? In fact, is as you see in the board, this is an example of a Cartesian coordinate plane. It's just a plane with two perpendicular number line. So they intersect at the point 0. So as you see, this is a number line, this is a number line, and they are perpendicular. Their point of intersection is 0. And each point in the plane, whatever point you pick, for example, here or here, so each point in the plane can be located by a pair, an order pair. So, for example, AB, where A can be obtained by a vertical projection. So you do a projection of the point on the x-axis. So I'll get my A. And if I do a horizontal projection on the y-axis of that point, so I get my B. So it's exactly what is a coordinate plane. And A here is called, because it's on the x-axis, is going to be called the x coordinate of that point. And B is the y, because it's on the y-axis, is the y coordinate of that point. So let's define this. So Cartesian coordinate. So definition. So Cartesian coordinate plane is, like I say, a plane and two perpendicular number lines that intersect at 0. So that 0, by the way, it's called the origin. So this is called origin. And where each point in the plane can be located by an order pair, where each point in the plane can be located by an order pair. Or AB be obtained by where A can be a vertical projection by vertical of the point. And this is why it's called the x coordinate. So it's called x coordinate of the point AB. And by horizontal projection of the point on the y-axis. And B is called the y coordinate of the point AB. B called y coordinate of the point AB. And as you see here, so when we have the perpendicular line, so what happened is we divide the plane into four area. So each area is called quadrant. So we have quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. So each part is called, or each area is called quadrant. So this is quadrant. So this is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, this is quadrant 3, and this is quadrant 4. So the difference between the quadrant is the sign of the coordinate. So as you see here, the quadrant 1, the y coordinate is positive, the x coordinate is positive. So whatever point in that quadrant, the two coordinates are both positive. Like here we have the x-axis, the x coordinate is 9, the y coordinate is 5. So you see, this is 9, this is 5, both of them are positive. Any point you pick here, for example here, so is x coordinate is 3, the y coordinate is 10. So this is the property of the first quadrant, which is all the points have positive coordinates, either x coordinate or y coordinate. For the quadrant 2, we have the y coordinate is positive, but the x coordinate is negative. So if I pick a point here, for example, so the x coordinate here is minus 10, the y coordinate is positive, and it's 7. So a point here, for example, so the x coordinate is minus 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, so it's minus 15, and the x coordinate, the y coordinate is 3, and you see it's positive. For quadrant 3, both coordinates are negative, and as you see is on the same, is the opposite of the quadrant 1. So both of them are positive. Here, both of them are negative. And here, you see we switch the x become positive, but the y become negative. So the quadrant 3, both coordinates are negative. So if I pick, for example, that point, so it has coordinate -8 on the x-axis, on the x coordinate, and the y coordinate is -4. So any point you pick here, both coordinates are negative. Here for quadrant 4, so the x coordinate is positive, but the y coordinate are negative. So here is negative. I put it in right here, is negative. So the y coordinates are negative here. So, but the x are positive. So as you see here, if I pick a point here, so for example that one, so the x is 6 and the y is -4. So that's the idea of the coordinate plane. So let's put what we just say. So Cartesian coordinate is divided into 4 quadrants. Into 4 area called quadrant. So we have the property of the quadrant 1 is that all the coordinates are positive. This means all points have positive coordinates. So I just say it here like both of them are positive. The y coordinate, x coordinates are negative. Quadrant 2 coordinates are negative. Yes, positive. Have negative coordinate. So all points have negative coordinate. So we are minus minus. Quadrant 4. So the x coordinates are positive, but the y coordinates are negative. X coordinates are positive and the y coordinates are negative. gonna be positive minus. Now, for example, if I wanna like draw a point in the coordinate, I guess you see here, for example, if they ask me to draw that point 4, 9, so what I do, I go to the x coordinate 4. You see, I start with 4, and I move 9 up. So the point is here. So that means this is 4, 9. Or what I do, I start with the 9 coordinate, so I go to 9, and I go horizontally 4, then I get my point, which is 4, 9. So this is exactly how we draw a point in coordinate plane. For example, if I want to draw minus 3, minus 11, so I go, for example, to minus 3, so this is minus 3, and I go down 11, so it's going to be here. So then I draw my point, then I put the coordinates minus 3, minus 11. So this is how we draw a point on the coordinate. If they ask me to locate a point in the coordinate, for example, they want to locate that point. So what I do the projection on the x-axis. You see the vertical projection. So this is has minus 7, and I do the horizontal projection on the y-axis. This is 6. So this means the coordinate is minus 7, 6. So for example here, I want to find out the coordinates of that point. So the x coordinates, I do the projection of the point on the x-axis. So this is 7. So I put 7. The y coordinates, I do a horizontal coordinate, horizontal projection on the y-axis, which is minus 3, and the coordinate of that point is 7, minus 3. And this is how we can find out the coordinates of the point of a point in a Cartesian coordinate. So this is all about Cartesian coordinates. So I hope you understand the idea behind, and you understand how to read the coordinate of the point from a Cartesian coordinate, and how to uh, put a point in a Cartesian coordinate plane. So thank you for watching the lesson, and please, if you have any comment, do so. It will help me improve my way of teaching. Thank you for watching this video, and assalamu alaikum.